Hey everybody, deer season's just about here. Another week or so. I wanted to wait until it got closer to the same temperatures, weather. We got a little bit of snow on the ground, probably what I'll be facing during my deer hunt, for final testing of the SD-10. Now, the last time I worked with this rifle, I was shooting some factory loads trying to figure out if they were going up to snuff, up to speed as advertised, and whether or not the European-built 7x57 ammo was faster, as is often claimed, than the US-made stuff. And it proved to be. Not a lot, but a little bit. And then, well, the cool thing was they were shooting really well. I got a 3-shot group with Winchester PowerPoint ammo that was, gosh, was that half MOA? Pretty close. And then I shot some Norma ammo that also grouped really well, got about a 3/4 inch group with that. And then, just to see whether or not these copper bullets would shoot well in a barrel that had been fouled by those gilding metal jacketed bullets, I shot my last 3 hand loads of the 132 grain Hammer HHT bullets. And 3 shots went into the same group that Norma had just shot. Whoa, this was pretty impressive stuff. So I haven't cleaned the barrel since then. And we're going to see what happens now. I loaded 3 up. I just want to double check my load, make sure my velocities are up to snuff. And I got my chronograph going here. Looks a little bit crooked. Here we go. That should do the job. And we're going to find out if I'm maintaining that. Different weather. It's a lot moister now. The humidity is up. What is going to happen? Well, the last time I shot my SD-10 757 Mauser, I was working with some factory loads, and I shot 3 shots with normal loads, right there, and right there. And then I tried my last 3 hand loads to see how close they came to the same spot, and put one there, and one there. I mean, there's 6 shots with 2 different loads, all inside of an inch. I think each one of them was about 3/4 inch group. So what I want to do now is finalize on a new target. And we have 3 shots in here from Betsy's rifle that I've marked. The rest of the target is clean. But I cannot remember if I were aiming here or further down on the target or here. I'm not quite sure how high I'm shooting. So on this one, I think I'll start with my aim point down here. We'll see how high they are, and I'll make my final adjustments. And I got something special I want to show you afterwards involving the equipment I'm taking on this hunt. But let's just see where this is landing. I'm going to make my final adjustments here, then I've got to build up some more hand loads if these are still working as well as they did the last time. I think I'm going to aim for the heavy black line hitting the major circle right in the center, because I think this is shooting quite a bit higher until we get that final setting. Sweet. Yes, quite high. So I'm right off the bullseye. Pardon me? Yeah, it's just an inch left of the bullseye. So it's about 4.5 high. 2,992 feet per second.
4.5 high. It's about 9 o'clock.
Okay. Well, I'll just shoot for group here, and then we'll make our final adjustments. We'll get some more loads in to tweak those, and we should be golden. I like the velocity that's hanging right in there. That's what it was doing when it was hot, so there's really no change. Well, we're looking at about freezing point here, 32 degrees. That was 2964.
See where that is?
Yep, I see it. Now, some folks will say you should take that sling off if you really want to be accurate. No, this is my hunting rig. I will be shooting it with the sling hanging off here. I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on that sling because it's attached to the barrel. But it will be hanging there. Right in there?
Sure.
2951, so my average is 2970. We will
You'll have to take a look.
Build our table on that, I think. Yeah, 2 are touching and 1's just out. Yeah, 2 in the same hole and 1 just out. Sweet. That is about a 3/4 inch group. Bingo bango. I think we can live with that load. 2,970 feet per second. I'll build my trajectory table with that. Now, I am going to do 3 more shots, guys, after I make my adjustments coming down. I want to be 2.7 inches high based on the last chart that I built at 2,990 feet per second. I don't think it'll be much different, but I'll tweak it just a smidgen. That will be my final 0 setting. So I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. I've got to go get a little Allen wrench so that I can do that with this CDS cap on top of this loophole scope. And then I'm going to build 3 more loads and just double check with those. And then I'll build all the rest of them, be ready to go now. Well, there we are, sport fans. First shot, second, third, or second, third. They're just both almost in the same hole. Isn't that sweet? That's actually probably a 1/2 inch. Should almost measure that one, but that's what we want. That's what this rifle's been shooting now that we've got everything tuned up on it. Really tickled with it. Now, obviously, I need to move a little bit. We don't have much of a wind out here, so I'm afraid I've got about a 1/2 MOA to the left. I'm going to correct for that. And then I was aiming here, so I've come up 4 inches. So I'm going to bring her down about probably 6 clicks. That should bring it down to 2.5 high. 1, 2.5, yeah. Yep, that'd be the good average, about 6 clicks down. I'll just tweak that a smidgen, 3 more shots, and I'll be ready to roll. All right, let's see if we can get our final 0 here out in the snow and the wind. Talk about replicating the deer season weather. Ears up. Ready to go. Straight up. 1, 2, and 3/4. We're going to call that good, boys and girls. Hey guys, I'm sorry. Last time we were ending, we lost the video, so we need to finish this up, and it's important to do this finish. Last time when we stopped and lost that video, I had shot 3 inches high. I want this to be 2.7 inches high. I've run my tables on it, and that's going to give me, say hi to dog. That's going to give me the maximum point blank range that I want, but I want to check that maximum point blank range shooting at 300 yards. Last time we did that, everything worked out perfectly, but we lost that video. I want to show you that, so we're going to shoot it again. We're going to run down, put up that 300-yard target. We're going to shoot it for you and see if the drops match up with our trajectory table. Then we might even go to 400 yards. Then I want to do some shooting off of sticks to make sure that this groups the same off of sticks as it does on the bench, or at least goes to the same point of impact if we change the support system under the rifle. So hang in there. We'll be right back. All right, we've got our target up at 300. I will now aim dead center and see if we're dropping what the trajectory tables predict. I forgot to bring a table out here. I'll show you that in a bit, but it should be around 3 inches. See if we can't confirm that.
Low, about 5 o'clock, maybe a 1/2 inch low.
Betsy said it's only a 1/2 inch low.
The center, where were you aiming?
In the center. We'll try another one.
Right next to it, I think.
That's good. We'll go for a 3-shot group and see what sort of accuracy we're getting out there at 300 yards. Should be pretty good based on the 100-yard accuracy we've been getting. And you guys will notice I've kept my strap on here because that's the way I will be hunting. I want to see what its hunting accuracy is. There we go. Okay guys, we will go out there and take a look at that target. Maybe before we go though, I want to shoot at 400. As I remember my trajectory table, I should be about, I'm thinking it's 12 to 14 inches low. So, gosh, we don't have a camera on that though. We might just put a camera out there and come back on that one, guys. But we'll go look at the 300-yard target, see how well we did, and then I want to shoot off of some sticks to see if they're landing in the same place. So hang in there. That's not bad, guys. Those 2 shots. This one's a little bit low. Call that shooter error. 10 power scope. I don't give a real tight view on this thing, so I could easily be off a bit. But even so, this is 3 inches. So it's just a little more than a 3-inch group. That is minute of angle at 300 yards. Little bit of breeze coming here from the left can explain drifting off a bit. So I would say my average is right about where it should be. 1, 2.5 to 3 inches low. We are right in there. That is easily minute of deer. All right, I'm set up for my 300-yard shot now off of the sticks. This is how I generally shoot a field. I want to see if there's any change in impact when I've got these sticks supporting the rifle. Don't think there will be, but let's just check it out. Definitely a bit more wobble this way. Felt pretty good. Where'd that one land, Bets? Well, let's try another one. Then we'll check. All right, here goes another one. That one might have been an inch high when it broke, and a smidgen left. Well, go see what the camera has to say. Well, this is refreshing. Looks like I hit here and here. I'm pretty sure this was the first, second, and third. But even if it's this and this, that is a sub-MOA 2-shot group, handheld more or less. Looks like I may be a little bit high with those sticks, so it could be that when I have a harder surface with no padding underneath, I'm shooting just a smidgen higher. And this is something you'll want to check. You know, just a couple shots will give you a pretty good idea of where your drops are. And these are matching up pretty closely to what's predicted, but it seems to be a bit higher. So this could be a higher BC bullet than I gave it credit for. That sometimes happens, but it might be off of those sticks. But this is why you need to do more than just a couple of shots to really know your rifle. So take your time, spread it over a few days, and find out if you're fairly consistent. Right now, this suggests to me that I can trust this rifle to shoot at least out to 300 yards. Now, 400, I'm going to guess we're going to be just as accurate on our drops at 400 as is predicted. But I think if we have time, we might just send one out there to 400 and kind of see if we can't tell where it hits on that plate. But boy, I figured this 757 single shot would be a good rifle out to 300 yards. And I think the more I work with it, the more I can trust it to go even farther if I have to. And in general, I don't have to. And I don't want to. I like to get closer. We'll see how it goes, guys. Yeah, looks like we're going to try the 400. I'll have to hold my hand under the fore end on this one. We've got the camera set up here and rolling, so we ought to be able to maybe see a trace. All right, I'm going to hold at the top of the plate.
You are at the bottom of the plate.
Smack the bottom of the plate.
Yep.
That's about a 14-inch drop then, just what's predicted. All right. Well, guys, those are the kinds of tests you really need to do just to ascertain that your rifle's doing, or your bullet is doing, what it's supposed to do. So we'll throw the little chart in here to show you the ballistics predicted for that particular bullet, but I'm pretty satisfied that we can do a good job of hunting deer with this rifle out to 300 yards and possibly 400 with a little more practice and work. Hope you guys can do the same with your rifles and your favorite loads. All right, guys, I wanted to show you my setup for this hunt, my tools, if you will. So what we have here is my ammo box. Look what it says on that. It's my name, so I don't forget who I am. You know, at my age, you got to keep track. This was made by Open Range Creations. They're in Wyoming. This gentleman does fantastic work, so I'll carry my ammo in this. I know it's kind of silly, but this is going to be my super upscale hunt with this gorgeous rifle. I figured I needed a gorgeous ammo box to go along. These are my backup rounds right here. These are the Norma factory loads. I've forgotten what they were doing, about 26, 60 feet per second or something like that with 150 grain bullets. But that is a sweet ammo box, really classy looking stuff. Then I have a real special treat right here. The wood on the handles of these knives is made from the leftovers of the stock. So I've got my marbled walnut knife handles from Diamond Blade Knives. He did a little custom job for me on the knives to match the custom job on the rifle. I'm styling, guys. I'm absolutely styling. So I hope the weather is nice. I am not going to take this out in the rain. Snow, I'll likely take it out in some snow. But I am hoping that we can get some clear weather and I can just take my time and have a beautiful hunt, find a good clean shot at a beautiful buck and take it. It's all about the aesthetics this time. We're going to get some meat. If we get antlers into the mix, so much the better. But been really looking forward to this. My friend Steve is going to join me. Model 70 Steve. He's going to be bringing his 270 Winchester, 1952 model. That's been shooting really well, and we are going to have us a old time in South Dakota out on the prairies. So if you guys haven't finished zeroing for your deer season, yeah, we're right on it, so you better get to it before you freeze your fingers off out there. And hey, I'm wishing you all the best of luck, whether you use your grandpa's old rifle or your brand new rifle in whatever format, whatever cartridge caliber, bullet you're shooting. Best of luck to you all. This is the magic season. This is what we dream of and live for every year. I'm hoping you have as good a hunt as I am planning to have. We'll see you next time. Hunt honest and shoot straight.